the Richards Medical Laboratory at the University of Pennsylvania, a building that paved the way for the plethora of Brutalist buildings on campuses across America. So this building was completed in 1961 by another giant of late 20th century architecture by the name of Louis Kahn. And the thing about Kahn was, he was almost like this guru, and he was an existentialist who believed in the power and the poetry of architecture, and that's significant. He had all these great aphorisms about architecture, and perhaps his most famous was, when you ask a brick what it wants to be, it responds, "I like an arch." The building was completed by 1961, and it's made out of brick, and he took sort of the precepts of modernism, response to programmatic need, functionalism, and an honest expression of materials, and created a new kind of architecture. And one of the significant things he did here was he separated served and servant spaces. He created places for the technologies that are required to serve modern buildings. So exhaust towers and fresh air intakes and electrical bus duct runs were all taken outside on the building, and you could see that in these towers that run on the outside. And that was actually an idea that he derived from, believe it or not, Palladio from the 16th century, where he was looking at Palladio's famous Villa Rotunda and realized, wow, that central space is actually served by the spaces around it. Another thing that really influenced the design of this building was the Italian hill town of San Gimignano, which had all these beautiful towers, of which these towers that he created on the outside of the building for the exhaust and intake of air are very reminiscent. This building was so influential that there was an exhibition devoted entirely to this one building at the Museum of Modern Art, where they stated it was probably the single most consequential building constructed in the United States since World War II. It certainly became one of the most influential. Nearly every college campus in the US has a building that was imitating it. The other thing this building does is it sort of opens the door to brutalism. And by that I mean, it's got large expanses of undifferentiated material. In this case, it's brick.